Hello everyone. This is an easy job. So the first thing you're going to do is remove this cabin air filter housing. It's held on there with 8mm bolts. I believe there's like 6 of them. You'll notice this filter has like a black color to it. That's normal. It's charcoal infused. Good time to replace it if you have one. Now go ahead and remove your plastic side covers. And also you'll see a sensor right by my hand there. Remove that. That is a air sampling sensor. It pretty much checks for pollutants. So when you have it on the auto setting, it'll shut the vents from fresh air. Now remove your harness holder. Just pull it straight toward you. It'll pop off. And behind that you'll see a another harness held on there by these clips that you could use either a flat tip screwdriver or a little prick like I'm using right there. Just loosen it and get out of the way. Now go ahead and remove the 2 8mm bolts, one on each corner. Now just remove the lower housing and set it aside. Next, remove this plastic plug with a flat tip screwdriver. That'll give you access to the strut bolt. There's 2 of them, one on the end here, which I'm doing. You don't have to remove this bolt all the way like I did. You could actually just loosen it enough to slide the strut out and leave the bolt in place. Now remove the beauty cover. They're held on there by 4 5mm Allen head bolts. Now use an air gun and blow off the coils so that nothing drops into the spark plug wells when you remove the coils. Now to remove the connectors off the coil, you'll see these plastic tabs on top of the coil. They just flip up. And as you flip them up, it'll slide the connector back. Just like that. Go ahead and remove all 6 of them. Sometimes they're a little tough. Just be patient. I'll do another one here for you. Just like that. Now to give you a little more space, you can go ahead and loosen the harness, the wiring harness bracket here. It just pops off some clips. To remove the coils, twist back and forth real aggressively here and pulling out at the same time. Some of them are real stubborn. Now look at the tips also. If you see that the rubber is split, you're going to have to replace that coil. Here I'm going to show another one. It's just work it back and forth. And you should be able to get 5 of them out pretty easy. The only one that's difficult is the one next to the servo here. And what I use is a spark plug wire pliers. And I modified it so it opens up wide. And that way you can get a grip on the coil. And I'll just twist it back and forth until it loosens, and then I can pull it straight up. This one's a little tight fit, so you're going to probably get a little frustrated with this one, but just be very patient. You'll get it. Now get your 5/8 socket with about a foot long extension and remove the spark plugs. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now get your new spark plugs and match them all. Make sure that they all have the same gap. Sometimes, they could make a mistake and you'll have to correct it. So I just line them up here, and then I want to also put a little bit of anti-seize on them, on the threads, and then you can go ahead and start reinstalling them. Now to reinstall them, I have this tool here. It's long enough where it goes deep into the weld real easy, and it just holds the tip of the spark plug like that. If you don't have this, you can probably get away with a long old style spark plug wire boot, and what you could do is you put it on like that, and if you have to extend it further, put another spark plug on the other end, and that should work for you. But this tool is the best way to go. You can probably find these at any auto port store. Real easy.
it doesn't matter.
And she was laying by the door, just waiting for me to open the door when she saw it too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is my card easy to work on?
Yeah, not bad.
I got cleaned up.
So I'm putting in new spark plugs, and we'll see if that takes care of
Does
your.
it look funky?
Nah, it's hard to tell with these plugs, man.
Once you have all your spark plugs in place, go ahead and
Yeah,
torque them down to 18 foot-pounds if you so desire. I have a feel for it, so I just use my air gun.
they don't
Okay.
show.
I'm gonna put my shoes on so I can lift it.
In case you're wondering why my socket doesn't fall inside the well, I have this extension here which has a lock on the end of it. And you can buy this extension that way with these special locks. I'm not sure what they're called, but they work beautifully. Just like that. Won't come off. Now I'm going to reinstall my coils. I like to use electronic tune-up grease, and this is going to prevent how sticky they were when I first pulled them off. So I'm going to put some of this grease inside the wells there, just where the coil rides in the very top of it there. And I'm also going to put some on the tip of the coil boot where it goes onto the spark plug. Just like that. A little dab will do you. Do that to all the coils. It doesn't matter which order you put the coils in, they're all the same, so you can mix them up. Don't be worried about which one goes where. They're all identical. Once you have all your coils seated in position, go ahead and put on your connectors back onto the coils. You'll push the connector on, and at the same time you'll rock the little locking tab over the top of it. You'll get the hang of it after you do a couple. It's really easy. You'll also hear a little click when it's in its proper position. And don't forget to put your harness back into its proper position if you did loosen it. It just clips right back into place. Just like that. Okay, we're pretty much wrapping this up now. All you got to do now is put on your beauty cover. Don't forget, this will take the 4 5mm bolts, Allen heads. Now grab the right engine strut, which you had removed before. And you can see I put the bolt in it already, so it just slides right in. And go ahead and tighten them down once you're satisfied with this position. I just line it up and put the small one in first. Once you have your strut bolts tightened down, go ahead and get that little plastic cover that goes over the access hole on the strut up there. And with a flat tip screwdriver, it just takes like a, not even like a 45-degree turn. Just like that, and you're done. Now grab your lower housing for the cabin filter. And you're going to see there's some tabs I'm going to show you here. They go right here. These tabs, they go underneath this rubber seal here. If you don't get it placed correctly, your cabin air filter housing will not fit correctly. So just be patient and get them underneath. Just work each end like I'm going to do right here. Kind of go in like at a 20-degree or 30-degree angle, and it helps go into place. Once you have it in its proper location, go ahead and install the two 8mm bolts that go there. These two bolts are fine thread. They're different from the other ones that you'll see, the other 6 that you have. Now go ahead and install your harness holders back into place here. You see the first one takes that little plastic coil one there. Just kind of work it. You'll see it'll slide right into place. Just be patient. And it clips up once you have it lined up. 3 clips. And then put the battery cable one back in place. Just slides right in. Now reinstall your cabin air filter, and this will take the remaining 8mm bolts that you have left. Now go ahead and put your side covers on, the plastic ones, and then you'll see these little tabs that go for the little rubber insulators that deflect water away from everything. Just position them correctly, and you're pretty much done with this job. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to post. Good luck.